Baseball is a game of traditions, a sport woven into the fabric of American culture for over a century. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd, its rituals and rhythms have remained largely unchanged, passed down from generation to generation. Fans come to the ballpark expecting a familiar experience, one that honors the past while celebrating the present. But on July 15, 2025, everything changed in Atlanta. The city buzzed with excitement as fans poured into the stadium, unaware that they were about to witness a moment that would alter the course of baseball history. The 95th MLB All-Star Game was meant to be a showcase of the sport's greatest talents, a midsummer celebration of baseball's best. But as the sun set and the lights blazed, it became clear that this night would be remembered for something far more revolutionary. Instead of a drawn-out extra innings affair, a new rule was triggered, a swing-off. For the first time ever, the fate of the All-Star Game would be decided not by endurance but by power and precision in a dramatic home run showdown. The All-Star Game, long criticized for losing its spark and dragging on late into the night, suddenly found new life. The energy in the stadium was electric, as if every fan and player sensed they were part of something historic. No more endless pitching changes or stars disappearing after a few innings. The new format kept the game's biggest names in the spotlight, ensuring that the best of the best would decide the outcome on the grandest stage. The game was tied after 9, and the crowd buzzed with anticipation. Every pitch, every swing, every moment felt magnified, as if the entire season had come down to this single night. The announcement, a home run derby would decide the winner, sent a ripple of excitement through the stands. Fans erupted in cheers, realizing they were about to witness a spectacle unlike anything seen before in All-Star history. Phones came out, fans leaned in, and players who'd already changed ran back to the field, eager to be part of this unprecedented moment. The atmosphere was electric, with everyone on the edge of their seats, hearts pounding in anticipation. This wasn't just a gimmick, it was a jolt of energy, a pure celebration of baseball's most thrilling play. Each swing brought the crowd to its feet, uniting fans of all ages in a shared sense of wonder and excitement. The swing-off was a perfect blend of tradition and innovation. It honored the game's storied past while boldly embracing the future, creating a new chapter in baseball lore that would be talked about for generations. It gave the All-Star Game a definitive, electrifying finish. The stadium erupted in celebration as the winning team rushed the field, fireworks lighting up the night sky in a fitting tribute to a game reborn. Fans who might have left early were glued to their seats, unwilling to miss a single moment of the action. The sense of community and excitement was palpable, as if everyone in the stadium was witnessing history together. The night proved that even a century-old sport can still surprise us, reinventing itself while staying true to its roots. Baseball had shown it could evolve, capturing the imagination of a new generation of fans. Baseball's midsummer classic had found its soul again, reminding everyone why they fell in love with the game in the first place. And a new tradition was born, one that would forever change the way we experience the magic of baseball's greatest night. Truist Park was the perfect stage for this historic night. Atlanta buzzed with all-star energy, honoring Hank Aaron's legacy in a city that lives for baseball. The stadium was a vibrant mosaic of fans from all 30 teams. The rosters mixed established stars and rising talents, with rookies like Jacob Misiorowski lighting up the radar gun. Players wore their own team uniforms, a nod to tradition that fans loved. For one night, rivals became teammates, united by the game's biggest stage. The blend of old and new set the scene for an unforgettable showdown. The National League dominated early, setting the tone with aggressive play and a relentless offensive attack. From the very first pitch, their confidence was unmistakable, and the dugout buzzed with anticipation as each inning unfolded. They quickly built a commanding 6-run lead, thanks in large part to Pete Alonso's towering 3-run blast that sent the crowd into a frenzy and gave the NL a surge of momentum. Corbin Carroll added to the fireworks with a solo shot of his own, further silencing the American League supporters and making the NL's lead seem insurmountable. The American League looked finished, down by 6 runs, their dugout was quiet, and hope seemed to be slipping away. But everything changed in the 7th inning, when Brent Rooker stepped up and launched a dramatic 3-run homer, igniting a spark that would soon become a roaring comeback. The AL began to chip away at the deficit, refusing to back down. With each passing inning, they strung together timely hits and smart base running, closing the gap run by run and shifting the momentum back in their favor. By the ninth, the score was 6-5, and the National League was suddenly clinging to a fragile lead. The tension in the stadium was palpable, as every pitch and every swing could change the outcome. Byron Buxton and Bobby Witt Jr. delivered back-to-back doubles, electrifying the crowd and putting the tying run just 90 feet away on third base. The pressure was at its peak, and the entire stadium held its breath. Stephen Kwan's perfectly placed infield single brought Witt home, tying the game at 6 apiece. The AL dugout erupted, and fans realized they were witnessing something truly special, a comeback for the ages. The American League had erased a 6-run deficit, matching the largest comeback in All-Star history. The energy in the ballpark was electric, and both teams knew they were part of a game that would be remembered for years to come. The crowd was on edge, every fan aware that something unprecedented was unfolding before their eyes. 9 innings weren't enough to contain the drama of this night. The stage was set for a finish no one had ever seen in All-Star Game history. Both teams regrouped, knowing that every decision and every play from here on out could make or break their shot at glory. The All-Star Game was about to make history. The tension was electric, the atmosphere charged with anticipation, and everyone in the stadium sensed they were on the verge of witnessing something unforgettable. Baseball was about to change forever, as the game prepared to enter uncharted territory and etch a new chapter in the sport's storied legacy. For the first time, the All-Star Game would be decided by a swing-off. Each manager had picked 3 sluggers, each getting 3 swings. The team with the most home runs would win. Simple, dramatic, and fast. The AL sent up Brent Rooker, Randy Arozarena, and Jonathan Aranda. Rooker hit 2 homers, Arozarena added 1, and Aranda came up empty. 3 total for the AL. The NL's trio: Kyle Stowers, Pete Alonso, and Kyle Schwarber. The format was a revelation. No delays, just pure power. The crowd was locked in, knowing every swing could decide the game. The NL needed 4 to win. The stage was set for a dramatic showdown as Miami's Kyle Stowers stepped up to the plate to begin the National League's turn in the swing-off. With the crowd buzzing in anticipation, Stowers delivered under pressure, launching a home run that soared over the outfield wall. His swing gave the NL a crucial start, putting the pressure squarely on the next batter and igniting hope in the dugout. All eyes turned to Kyle Schwarber, a player known for his power, but who had struggled earlier in the night. Now, with everything on the line, Schwarber had a chance to rewrite his story. The weight of the moment was immense, but Schwarber's focus was unwavering as he dug in, determined to deliver for his team and silence any doubts. Schwarber's first swing was a thing of beauty, a towering shot that rocketed into the night sky, traveling an astonishing 428 feet. The crowd erupted, sensing that something special was unfolding. On his second attempt, Schwarber unleashed a missile, sending the ball an incredible 461 feet. The stadium buzzed with excitement, the energy building with every swing. The National League now needed just 1 more home run to tie the game, and 2 to secure a dramatic victory. Every eye in the stadium was glued to the field, the tension mounting with each passing second. The entire stadium was on its feet, a sea of anxious faces and pounding hearts. The air was thick with anticipation, every fan holding their breath, knowing they were witnessing a moment that could become legend. Schwarber stepped in for his third swing, and with a powerful crack of the bat, he sent another ball soaring over the fence. 3 home runs in 3 swings, an extraordinary feat under the brightest lights. The National League dugout exploded with joy, players pouring onto the field to celebrate their hero. The energy was electric, the celebration wild and unrestrained. In a matter of minutes, Schwarber had single-handedly turned the tide, clinching a 4-3 victory for the NL in the most dramatic fashion possible. His teammates embraced him, knowing they had witnessed something unforgettable. Schwarber's bat, the instrument of his heroics, was instantly destined for Cooperstown, a symbol of one of the greatest clutch performances in All-Star Game history. It was a storybook finish, the kind of moment that defines careers and lives on in the memories of fans forever. A performance truly for the ages. The All-Star Game had found its hero in Schwarber, a player who rose to the occasion when it mattered most, earning the admiration of teammates and fans alike. And in that unforgettable night, baseball itself had its moment. A reminder of why we watch and why we believe in the magic of the game. The reaction was instant. Players and fans alike were electrified. Even losing manager Aaron Boone called it awesome, while Dave Roberts praised the energy. The stadium stayed packed, louder than ever, every swing met with a roar. Social media exploded with praise for the new format. The swing-off solved the All-Star Game's late-inning lull, delivering a must-see finale. It distilled baseball to its most exciting element, the home run. The event was a celebration of power and spectacle. The swing-off was a home run in every sense. Schwarber's heroics sparked a new conversation about baseball's future. The swing-off's success proved the All-Star Game could evolve without losing its soul. It's likely here to stay, a perfect fit for an exhibition where excitement matters most. The format is simple, thrilling, and appeals to fans old and new. MLB's willingness to innovate signals a bright future for the sport. The 2025 All-Star Game will be remembered as a turning point. Baseball showed it can honor its past and embrace its future.